Try one more freaking time.
like deforming right there. So I spam circle. That's all you have to do, and then it's gonna like still be deforming. But yeah, it should save where you backed out. So yeah, right here you want to accept changes in return. I just clicked abort because I already did this shit. But yeah, you want to click accept changes in return. And then after you do that, you pull up your My Player Appearance again, and then it will show it fucked up. It won't show it fucked up right when you do it, but yeah, after you accept save and then pull it up again, it should be all fucked up, and then you want to just save again, accept changes in return, and there you go. Sexy ass face scan. But yeah, thank you for watching the video. I hope this helped you guys out. So now all of you children of mine can have very wonderful faces, just like my players. So yeah, thank you for watching the video. Like, if you enjoyed, let's get it.
I've been trying really hard to just improve my dribble game with my point forward. I found that it's more difficult than I originally thought. I often catch myself just using my regular sharpshooter dribble moves, trying to get myself open for shots. Sometimes I'll be playing with people and they let me know, agent, you're a fucking point forward now. You need to be doing more type things. At some point, you need to attack the hoop, and I physically don't know if I'm capable of doing that yet. It's tough, man. It's genuinely tough because people have an expectation of you when you're a point forward, and I feel like I can't deliver. I tried too, man. I could feel the disappointment in my teammates because I'm watching the videos. I'm trying to get like the dribble people. I'm trying to be in that community, but time and time again I see myself doing a little step back, pull up, and I can't help but take the shots. I'm spending more time crafting the jumper on my point forward than working on dribble moves. Sometimes I'll be playing on a team with an established point guard, a nice playmaker or point forward, and at that point I'm just a glorified screen setter. I'd be out there like Tiago Splitter. It hurts. It genuinely hurts. People in the park be like, yo, isn't that Agent Zero? He's supposed to be amazing. Why the fuck is he just pulling off for threes with the point forward? And I don't even have an answer for those people. And it's tough to do ISO situations, to be honest with you, because I often find myself I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I don't even really know how to momentum cross yet because I've never had to do that with my sharpshooter. I mean, I'm nice with my post scorer and my slasher, so I often find myself doing post scoring moves with my point forward or helping. Like, I'd be trying to slash, but I don't know how because I haven't learned how to dribble to the point where I could effectively slash with the speed of a point forward. I'm stuck. It's hard because, the world is trying to tell me what I want to be, and I want to identify as a point forward. But it's difficult. Every time I hop on there, people just like, yo, isn't that a sharpshooter right there? I'm like, no, bro, I'm a point forward. Get it right. Man, these are just some of my struggles. Getting used to my no badge point forward. What's good, y'all? We're here. A lot of people have been asking about the point forward, man. I said I had to drop a video about it. The build is coming along well. The badges should be done soon, and I'm excited to hop on with it. See, the game I'm playing right now, the footage y'all seen, I'm just using the OG KD base because y'all know I can't use my lag jumpers so I get my jump shot creator, and so I have to use the base of the lag jumpers, which is KD, and I'm comfortable with that. So for those wondering, that's the shot I'm using. It's not that nice, but it's better than high school one when it comes to latency. So that's what I'm using. The point forwards come along well, man. The badges should be done soon. I'm high-key excited for this player, though, because I haven't had a fast player. Being on this player after being on a sharpshooter is the most phenomenal feeling, man. You're seeing me bang shots right now without long-range deadeye or anything. And the guy I'm playing with is an absolute come-up. I don't even know how the fuck he's a superstar one because you'll see this game, he bricked a ton of shots. I was legit putting my backpack on trying to carry, but he wouldn't pass me the ball much. So these are just kind of games I have to get into when I play with randoms. But usually I can just hop on a park and then like people would spot me and be like, yo, Agent, you want to run? And I'll be like, oh, bet. I'm not playing with trash people no more. Which is what I generally do. But in this instance, I kind of just want to get a game in. So Let me get into this build though. This is a bare build, so there's a lot that can go right when you get badges like the pickpocket badge, pick dodger badge, when you get limitless range and long range deadeye. You know, it's gonna make life a lot easier for being a point forward. I'm confident that I'm gonna be able to shoot lights out with this build. Of course, not from half court like my sharpshooter, or else there'd be no point of the sharpshooter. But you know, my goal is from a few steps from behind, I want to be able to bang without question that I'm gonna miss. And so I know you got to be more precise with playmakers or with point forwards, because you don't have the same window you have with sharpshooters. But I mean, I demonstrated I'm precise as fuck because nobody shoots from the ranges I shoot from. I'm not worried about shooting. I know I got that down. I am worried about my dribble game. My dribble game is low key weak. Y'all see me kind of like, I occasionally throw in the hippity hop in my shit. You know, you see me sometimes do momentum crosses, but it's never anything that catches people really off guard. You know what I mean? In a second, y'all can see some 1v1 versus me and Too Cool. But I mean, just to kind of demonstrate, when it comes to one-on-ones and ISOs, I'm not really that nice with it. I understand my ball control is at an 82, I believe. So I'm not at 85, so I can't do some of the moves that smaller playmakers will be able to do. And you can see we fucking took the L. You see that bum going 3 for 9? That's what I gotta deal with playing with randoms. But yeah, this is the 1v1. So keep in mind, Tuchel has a sharpshooter. I didn't tell him I had my point forward until we started the 1v1. And I didn't even tell him I was recording, so he wasn't really trying much. But I figured I'd just kind of, get some reps in, because this is probably the only way I'm going to improve with this build. Unlike my post score, where I had to go online and find unique ways to hit people with drop steps and find good fadeaway animations, when it comes to point forwards, it's a little bit more difficult and complicated. You see me trying to pull from agent range with the fucking point forward, no badges contested. Of course, a brick on a bad release too. But momentum cross game is alright. You see me with the fucking move right there. That's the one thing I enjoy about point forwards this tall, is they can attack.
Los Angeles, home to the finest law enforcement in the nation. And these guys.
What the? The guy was texting. We need to focus right now. Are you kidding me right now? I'm just powerless when it comes to yoga pants.
You think you can ride with that?
I don't know.
Chips, rated R.
The hoop, and I have no doubt in my mind that they have the ability to score, is on me if I miss. When I play with my sharpshooter, even the mildest contest would throw me right off. And that shit used to drive me crazy. You'll never see me drive much with my sharpshooter. I generally don't feel comfortable driving because I get blocked so often. It's only the tall sharpshooters or the stretch bigs that don't have to worry about shit like that. But you see me right there with the fucking hop. my off dribble shot at all yet. So it's, I mean, I still have it. I believe my player's at 87 right now. I haven't upgraded the off dribble shot at all, but once everything's complete with the player, which should be soon over the next few days, then I'm definitely gonna put in work. And y'all gonna see me upload some videos. Now, I know a lot of y'all be wondering, Agent, the slasher videos, those ever gonna come? Of course, the slasher videos are lit as fuck, guy. Those are probably my favorite videos to make, but they also take the most time because I have to set it up. If it's on house rules, I gotta wait to a certain point of the week. I have to have people play with me. So as I get blocked, unfortunately. But my purpose with this point forward is generally when I get new builds, I just like to test the limitations and then try and push them. So if you see me pulling for a crazy shot, it's like, can I do this? I don't know what the limitations are for this just yet. You might see me doing some weird fucking, I don't know, sometimes you'll see me just doing some weird shit, stepping out of bounds. You'll be like, Agent, what was that move? My answer is, I don't know. That was the whole first part of this video is I don't know what the fuck I'm doing most of the time with this build because I don't feel as comfortable stepping back, pulling up. At least until I get my jump shot created. When I get my jump shot created, things might change. Now, well, things will definitely change. So, really, it's just attacking the hoop. I've never been an attacking the hoop kind of player. At least with my slasher, I get the benefit where I can take a lot of contests, but I get that here to a certain extent, but you don't have the Hall of Fame badges that, like Relentless Finisher, that you're gonna have if you're a slasher. But the 1v1 is not nothing too serious. We're kind of just playing around, but this build is high-key enjoyable. Maybe it's just because I've been using slow players for as long as I can remember. Aside from maybe my slasher, which is pretty quick, I have a sharpshooter, another sharpshooter, and a post scorer. Like, most of the players I use for like majority of my time playing 2K are slow, and it's one thing to play with slow players, but when you switch up and play with the quick player, low key feels amazing because I don't know. Like I might have to consider making a 6-2 sharp. So in games where I want to handle the ball, 6-2 sharp, and you see me breaking wide open. Yeah, I know. Mental lapse. Agent fucked up the KD base release right there. Even though the shot meter looks good, I knew I fucked up the release. But that spin move is wavy. I don't know how he keeps making shit like that. That's something I need to get down. Because I've never been comfortable doing that with my sharp because it never worked. But I know I can pull it off with the point forward. I see people doing it all the time with their slashers when they're attacking the hoop. Is that spin move. And so I'm definitely going to try and improve that. But usually when I'm improving something, like I just do it one step at a time. Like over the course of a few days, I'll be working on like my hop step. Trying to transition out of hop steps in certain situations. And then once I get that down and I got that in muscle memory, I'll do some new shit. And it's never anything too serious. Just whenever I'm in the my court, I'll try it out or a couple times in games until I get it down. And generally it doesn't take too long because as a sharp, I've never really had to be really proficient in dribbling. I don't even like dribbling much. With this point forward build, there'll be times I'm the primary dribbler. And in those situations can Agent Zero motherfucking step up. And that's what we're gonna find out, to be honest with you. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do it. Well, it's not that I can't. It's just I don't know if I have the effort. I don't know if I have the time to sit there and fucking learn these moves. And I don't know what the limitations are for a 6'10" point forward. So you already know, just like what y'all do. When I find out, like I'm be watching a lot of fucking videos. I'm be trying to get my, trying to watch these dribble tutorials out here. Trying to improve my game. Just like if I was a sharpshooter trying to get better, I'll be watching sharpshooter tutorials and moves and videos, etc. But the game is, for the most part, we're not taking it too serious. You can tell Tuchel is disrespecting the fuck out my shot. And I was alright with that. I kind of wanted a challenge driving to the paint. And on top of that, I didn't even fucking feel comfortable shooting with the KD base. On my court, it feels very different than on the park. It's not a good release on the my court whatsoever. It's below average, but on the park, it's a little bit above average. I feel comfortable, but not confident, if that makes sense. And that's Tuchel's patented reaching right there. But yeah, man. So if y'all got any like, throw your tips down. Come on, throw your tips in the comment section down below. I know I got some 6'10" point forwards out there, alright, man. And I'm be watching videos. I'm be getting my dose of tips. Pause. That's a pause as fuck right there. But yeah, man. So I guess I'm gonna leave it on that, man. Point forward builds is coming across well. I guess I figured I'd give you guys an update on it because I haven't talked about it since I made the video a couple weeks ago. So there y'all go. If y'all enjoyed the video, man, make sure to drop a like on it, subscribe if you guys are new. I'm gonna catch y'all later. I'm out. I did win the game. Surprise. Well, not surprisingly, he had a sharpshooter. Peace.
Didn't see it.
Hi, what's going on, guys? It is Alex or FaceApp here today with a brand new video. And what I'm going to be doing today, I made a video kind of similar to this about a week or two ago, and I got amazing feedback. You guys all really enjoyed it. I sat down and I told a story about how my high school found out that I was a YouTuber. This game we played, and it was this whole like big situation in my high school. And you guys all really enjoyed that. That video did amazing. If you guys missed it, you can go check it out. Like I said, I uploaded it like a week or two ago. It's called How They Found Out. And that was the first time I made like a story time video in a long time, because back in like 2011, 2012, I used to sit down and just make Call of Duty commentaries and explain to you guys these things that have happened to me. And I didn't try it for the first time until, you know, like I did a week or two ago with that video. And I figured I'd do it again today because I actually have a pretty good story to share with you guys. Fight with my school bully. So we're not gonna waste any time. We're just gonna get right into it. I'm in 7th grade, so this is God, this is like 1, 4, 2, 7. This is 7 years ago. Okay, I was 11 or 12 at the time. I'd never been in a fist fight. I was never like a physical, violent person. I never went out of my way. I just kept to myself a lot. So 7th grade, I just moved from Pennsylvania to Arizona. I was living in Pennsylvania for a year, and I started going to the school like it was already 3/4 into the school year. There was only about 2 months left, and I didn't really know anyone in school. I didn't have many friends. I didn't talk to a lot of people. I just, you know, like I said, I kind of kept to myself a lot. But there was this one kid, for some reason, he always fucked with me. I still to this day, I don't know what he had against me. Every day would just talk shit to me like he was like an actual bully. Like I never did anything to this kid. I never said anything. I never did anything to like make him want to do or say these things to me. Like he was in my science class, and for example, he'd be taking notes one day, and he would like go in his notebook and write like words like fag or like you're gay, just stupid things like that, and then he'd hold it up and like point it at me across the class, and then him and like his whole group of friends would just start laughing at me and shit. And I struggled a lot, you know, growing up through middle school and even like the first few years of high school with bullies. I got bullied a lot, you know. I don't tend to talk about it too much on my YouTube channel. I did in my Draw My Life. If you guys have never seen that video, you should check it out. It's one of my best videos I've ever made. I put like 12 plus hours into that video. Definitely check that out if you haven't seen it. But anyways, I struggled a lot, you know, growing up with bullies and stuff like that. And I don't know if it was because I was just an easy target. Up until like my sophomore, junior year of high school, I was literally like barely 100 pounds, like 5'3", maybe 5'4". I was just a really, really small kid. I was really pale. I had a high voice. I'm still really pale. Like, what the fuck am I saying? But I had a really high-pitched voice. And so I guess that just made me, like, an easy target for kids to make fun of. And plus, I didn't have any friends to back me up ever or anything like that. Like, no one really ever stood up for me. And so every day, this kid would just, like, talk shit to me. And, like, I didn't care. Like, I've dealt with shit like that before. Just always calling me names and, like, throwing shit at me from across the classroom. And I'm like, whatever. science class. Like I said, he was in my science class. And we were doing an experiment outdoors, right? So we were outside the classroom. We were all outside, you know, filling out like some kind of lab or doing something. I don't remember what we were doing. But I was with my group and he was with his group. And then he comes over to me. He walks over to me with his group. And he comes up to me and he literally says, I want to fight you. Like dead serious, just, I want to fight you. I don't know if he's kidding or if he's, you know, trying to fuck with me with his friends again. But he was serious. He actually wanted to fight. And I was like, all right, like if you're gonna sit here and talk all this shit to me every day with all your friends, you know, call me names and throw shit at me, and then you're gonna come up to me and ask to fight me when I've done nothing to this guy. I literally, like, I swear I've done nothing to this kid. And so I was like, all right, like, I will fight you. I have no problem fighting you and punching you in the face because you deserve it. I've wanted to do it since I've been at the school. I just was never that type of person to, like, talk shit back to someone. Like I said, I, you know, was a really shy person. But he came to me and he was like, I want to fight you. So I was like, all right.
With no monsters left on the field, I summon Dark Magician. Declare direct attack. Ah, you got me. It's whole joke's a master. GG.
Let's do it. And we sat there and we talked about where we were going to meet up. We were going to meet up after 7th period, which was my history class. He was in that class with me too, I'm pretty sure. We were going to meet in this little area that was like fenced off and there was like dirt in the middle. It was right where the buses would pick us up. And so all 7th hour, like right before we went to fight, I was just like, I was freaking out. I'm like, dude, oh my God. Like, what if I get my ass beat? Like, oh my God, like what is my mom going to do? Like, I know my mom is going to be super pissed at me if I get in a fight. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to do this. And I was just freaking out all period. I was just really, really nervous. And 7th period ended. I walked all the way over to where we were going to meet. And I actually, you know, at this point, you know, 2 weeks into the school year, I had this one friend. His name was Brandon. Okay, he rode the bus with me. So, you know, we talked like whenever we were on the bus. And like, we weren't like really good friends, but he was like the closest thing I had to a friend at the time. Anyways, we walk over to where we were going to meet. There's already a bunch of kids there waiting. Like, I guess the word got out or something like that. And so I take my backpack off. I go into like this middle of the circle where everyone is. See, like a minute or two later, he comes in, takes his backpack off, and we're just there. We're like this, okay? We got our hands up. And he looks at me, he's like, throw the first punch. Like, abs were like this, and I'm thinking, like, if I throw the first punch, then I'm the one who started the fight. Even though he came at me, he was the bully, I would get fucked for that. Thank God I was thinking. So I didn't throw the first punch. I waited for him to swing. Okay, he swung and he missed. I remember I felt like such a beast because I think I either moved back or like I ducked and he went right over me. And then right after he did that, I just like with all my force just swung as hard as I could and I hit him like right in the side of the face, like a good solid punch. Like I never punched anyone in the face, but I punched this kid right in the face. Literally like after I punched him in the face, this kid was like, oh my, like he held his face, he was like, bro, do you have rocks in your hand? He thought I had like shit in my hands. Like I'm like, no, I don't. And so we're standing there. I think like I maybe landed one or two more hits on him. He didn't touch me. He actually did not punch me once.
I want to let you guys know. That's why you don't pick fights. Because you
Yeah.
never know who you're going to fight.
Don't get in a fight
You
at
can be
school,
the
guys.
smallest person in the world, and you can knock out a 6'7" person.
Yeah.
Because you just don't do that. Plus, you know, it's not a cool
yeah.
thing to do. Really.
It's not cool to fight. Not
But
at all. Unless someone is literally
unless
like,
someone, when you gotta defend yourself,
or stick up for yourself or
That's it.
anything.
I respect
Always
that.
do that. Always stick up for
but
yourself.
never try to start.
Yeah, I wish, you know, I was like I am now. I've changed a lot as a person. I would have definitely stood up for myself in another way back then instead of having to fight. I would have just, you know, talked to these kids or done something. Anyways, we're there for like a few more seconds, and I think I hit him with one or two more punches. And then I see the security guards starting to run over, and everyone who's around us scatters. They all like start running off. And I see everyone running, and I'm like, fuck, dude. I'm not trying to get caught right now. My mom's gonna kill me if she finds out I got in a fight at the school when I just moved here. I've been here for 2 weeks. She's gonna kill me. She's gonna murder me. So I literally like turn around, like me and this kid looking at each other. I just turn around, grab my backpack and run, like with everyone. Me and my boy Brandon. We ran all the way around. Like we didn't run to the buses because the buses were right here, but that's where the security guards were coming. We ran all the way around, like through campus and came back in. And then got on my bus. Okay, so I did. And I was on my bus. I was so hyped, dude. I like actually felt great. I was like, fuck yeah, bro. Like I hit this kid in the face like 2 or 3 times. He didn't touch me. Like, dude, this kid's never gonna talk shit to me again. I felt so good. And I get home. I'm like, like, you know, everything seems okay. My mom like hasn't said anything to me. Maybe like, you know, I can just get away with this. Like, right? Like maybe she can't find out. I was wrong. She got a call like literally 20 minutes after I got home from one of the people in the administration at my school saying, hey, like, your son has been in a fight tomorrow morning. He needs to come in. You guys need to come with him. And we need to sit down and talk. So I went in, I'm pretty sure I sat down with this kid who I fought, and we sat and we talked to the principal, and we ended up both getting suspended, I think for 3 days each. So we sat there and we talked, we ended up both getting suspended. The principal, like, made us make amends with each other, like shake hands. He got switched out of my class, or I got switched into a different class, so we weren't in the same class anymore. I don't remember, like, a lot of the details are kind of blurry because this was 7 years ago. Like I'm saying, this is the first time or the only time I've ever actually been in a school fight. So yeah, that's pretty much a story. I got suspended for fighting my school bully. I punched him. Oh, I felt so good, bro. I literally, like, I vividly remember after I landed that first punch, he looked at me and he's like, bro, like, do you have a watch in your hand? Do you have rocks in your hand? And like, I opened my hands up. I'm like, what are you talking about? And I didn't know at first why he said that. And I realized it's because I hit him so hard. Like, fuck. And to the bully, Alex, if you're watching this, don't think I'm like coming at you or anything. Because this was 7 years ago. I'm way over all this. I'm pretty sure I saw him too, like, a few years later down the road, like in high school or something, and we like talked about it or something. He became like a lot more cooler of a person, and I guess we were just like young and stupid. I don't know why though. He, was so mean to me, dude. That's fucked up. You deserved it. You actually did. But it's okay. It's all good now. So, but yeah, moral of the story, I guess, don't be a dickhead. Don't be a bully. I hate bullies, man. Like, I dealt with bullies for 3 or 4 years of my life. I actually transferred from that school that I was at, where I got in a fight with this kid, because the next year I got bullied even worse. Like, I transferred to a whole new middle school because I was just so, I was so sick of it. I hated it, and I didn't want to go to school every day, at that school and continue to just like get shit on by kids because it was so bad. For anyone who is dealing with anything like this, because I know this is real. Like, I know kids deal with this because I dealt with it. Stand up for yourself, okay? Don't let anyone make you feel less than you actually are, because it's bullshit. Like, no one can say shit to you. You're your own person. Tell an adult. It's not like a snitch thing to do to go tell an adult, all right? A lot of kids look at it like that, but hey, if you do that, it could resolve the situation. Or just, straight up go stand up to the bully, maybe get some friends to back you up, because fuck that. No one should ever make you feel like that, like you're less than you are. And like, it's hard for me, like, put in words like the feeling, but like, it's such bullshit. So if anyone's going through that, like, I feel you. I know what it feels like. Tell a friend, tell an adult. Don't keep it to yourself. That's like the worst thing you can do. Just keep it bottled inside. But yeah, guys, that pretty much is it for the video. My camera just kind of died, so I don't know if that was a weird cut. I just replaced the battery. Yeah, one more time, just like, if anyone out there is going through anything like that, where they go to school every day and they hate it, like they don't like it at all, because I know what that feels like. Don't deal with that, all right? You don't deserve that. No one deserves that. Tell someone. Do something about it. Don't just let it happen, okay? You have to, because if you don't, no one else will.
Most important, you stand up for yourself.
Yeah, definitely. I wish I could have told that to myself when I was younger, because I was such a shy person, and I wish I had someone, to tell me that, because I would have done it. But anyways, that pretty much is the video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. I think we need to go around.
Just for the record too, and for the video, I had a super similar situation when I was in middle school. Like, my group of friends, that they were my friends because we were kind of like.
They were your friends, but they treated you way shittier than they treated everyone else. Yeah,
exactly.
That's how I was.
Everybody else. I was that foreign Brazilian kid. You know what I'm saying? I didn't fully understand. Like,
Yeah.
It's crazy, bro. Like, I just got picked on, and like I let myself get picked on, and like after I realized all that, it's just like crazy. And I remember like a few years go by, and then the same kids that used to like pick on me, they're like, wow, dude, you're like.
I know.
Or like one of their like nephews, like huge fan of FaZe or something, and like.
Bro, I literally had a situation exactly like that. This kid who bullied me in my weight training class, like 4 years after freshman year, like he bullied me when I was a freshman. I was a senior, and I started blowing up on YouTube. He comes up to me, he's like, bro, like, I see you got a lot of followers on Twitter. You want to follow me? Maybe like give me a shout. I'm like, wow. I'm like, what? I'm like, never. Fuck that kid, bro. Like, I actually remember that shit, bro. This kid would treat me like shit, and he tried to ask me for a Twitter shout out 4 years later. Are you fucking serious?
I never really got bullied, but I was always that person that never like allowed that to happen around me. I've seen kids get bullied. Like, back in my day, everything was so separated. They had your Chase was the cool kids, you had the rock kids, and then everybody. It was very diverse, like separated. And then every time I would see something like that, I wouldn't let it happen.
Yeah, I can totally see that, bro.
Like, why would you attack someone that that way, make them feel weak or insecure? Or,
Yeah.
Doesn't help. And usually